Okay, hello everybody. It is March 19th and I'm back with the daily devotion. I hope everyone's doing well. Happy Friday. It's the weekend. Hope everybody can have a good weekend and go relax somewhere. Hopefully the weather is warming up. You can go outside and do some activities. But here we are. It's at the weekend again. A new week about to start. This month is about over. I can't believe it. We're already March 19th and almost going into April. Time is flying by. So today, my devotion is titled God's Abundance in Your Life. And I have a scripture from 2 Corinthians that I will read before I start the devotion. So I will go ahead and read that. 2 Corinthians 9:8. And it says, "And God is able to make every grace overflow to you, so that in every way, always having everything you need, you may excel in every good work." And that is 2 Corinthians 9:8. Okay, I'll go ahead and get started with the devotion. When you relate to God, you always deal with abundance. For God does nothing in half measures. This is true regarding His grace. The Lord is not inadequate when it comes to providing grace to His servants. When you seek to perform a good work that God has asked you to do, you will always find an ample supply of God's grace to sustain you. If you begin to lose heart in the work you are doing, God's grace upholds you and gives you the love for God and His people you require in order to continue. When you face criticism and are misunderstood, God's grace enables you to forgive your accusers and to sense God's pleasures even when others do not understand. So I'm going to read that again. When you face criticism and are misunderstood, God's grace enables you to forgive your accusers and to sense God's pleasure even when others do not understand what you're doing. When you make mistakes in the work God has appointed you to do, God's grace forgives you and sets you back on your feet and gives you the strength to continue the work. When you complete the task God gave you and no one expresses thanks for what you have done, the Father's grace surrounds you, and He reminds you that you have a heavenly reward where everything you have done in the Lord's service will be remembered. God does not promise to provide all of your needs for your dreams. God's promise, not, let me start over there. I'm already getting ahead of myself. God does not promise to provide all you need for your dreams and projects. He does assure you that for every good work you attempt, you will never face a shortfall of His grace in order to successfully complete the task God has given you. So again, and just a little hot here today. Whew. And again, that kind of goes with the daily devotions that I've done previously this week. So it just goes to reiterate that when God asks you to do something, He will make you adequate to do it. His grace is there for you, even when others are maybe mocking you or making fun of you or, what did it say here? Just criticizing and misunderstanding what you're doing. God's grace is there to put you back on your feet and put you right back on the track that you need to be on. And you don't have to worry about people, doing all the nasty things that they try to do when people are trying to do God's work. If you just keep your eyes on God, He will give you the adequate equipment that you need to follow through and run the race and get to the end. And God is there with you through the whole time. He knows what you're going through. He knows maybe that you're feeling not adequate. And when people say things or do things, it makes you feel even that more inadequate. But if you bring it to God and tell Him, that you don't feel like you're doing something properly or whatever, this person's saying that, and God will set you back on the track and remind you that you are His child, and that what others say to you or about you really don't mean nothing. It's just a lie of Satan trying to make you stumble when God has you doing something that He sees that you need to do for Him. So just, if God lays something on your heart for you to do for Him, just stay the course, put blinders on, pray that God helps you make it from start to finish without any criticism bringing you down, and so that you don't think that you can follow through, because God has the abundance in your life that you need. He has the instruments that you need to do whatever it is that He's called you to do. So just don't let all that negativity get in your ear and discourage you from what God has laid on your heart to do. So I really don't have any more to say. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's just keep your eyes on God when you're doing His work. When you're doing something that He has called you to do. Just be in His presence, be a sponge, and soak everything up that He has laid on your life, and take it very seriously, and just don't let the negativity get in your ear, because that's when you start to feel inadequate. And God's grace will bring you through. It will bring you through, and you will finish whatever it is He has asked you to do. But you have to just rely on God. Don't rely on the people around you. Don't believe what people are saying because it's just another deterrent from Satan, because he knows that God has asked you to do something and you're bold enough to follow through with it, and Satan will do anything to step in your way and make you feel inadequate. But God has grace there for you, and He will bring you through whatever it is He's asked you to do. So I just encourage you to hang on to that, and just let God guide you through whatever it is He may be laying on your heart. So with that, I will end this, and I hope you all have a great weekend, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.